So why not choose a different word altogether rather than a derogatory term? I mean, I guess what I'm trying to get at is what I often hear people in our community say, it is what it is. Why take something that's sour and try and make it sweet if it's sour in the first place? Can you help us try to
Well,
understand
it's just
that
like
concept?
it's just like turning. It's just like change. If you see something negative, flip it, make it positive. It's like society is full of sour, and people's trying to change for better. Make it sweet.
Right.
Why not do that with that name? I mean, it was
But
sour.
does it really change the meaning? I mean,
Well,
it's
was like I said, some art. I feel like I have the response. I feel like I have the. It changed the meaning if you know what you're talking about.
But
That.
what about for people who don't know? What about people who are not as
Well, people know.
hip hoppily
Yeah, well, it is.
astute?
Oh well, go. I feel like use different systems to express it. Not just through hip hop, but write about it, or find somewhere to talk on campuses or somewhere about it, or use the system that's here in Virginia, especially, and express the meaning behind the difference. Because a lot of people, as you say, are blind to that still. But then there's a lot of people who know the difference, but still want to keep it going and keep it negative.
So again, and I don't mean to beat the horse if he's already down,
Oh, no,
so to speak. Again, for people who may not have access to this understanding within hip hop culture, that it's okay to be called something derogatory because the culture has decided to change the meaning. How would we educate those who, as I stated, may not have exposure to hip hop culture to know that? One, and two, why would we want to do that?
Well, as I said earlier about this, get into a system, infiltrate it, and explain it, to a wider audience. It's basically that's one of the reasons why I did that book, because people may not listen to hip hop, but people like middle-aged people read, and they see this, they like, okay, I'm definitely interested in why he's saying that. I don't want to hear a rap record, but I'm definitely want to hear what he say. I definitely want to understand what he's saying, meaning by that, so they read it. Any that one changed mind can have the power to change millions that you couldn't change physically. One changed mind can change a world.
Why don't we share with the listening audience who your intended market is?
My attendant market is anybody with an open mind. Anybody with my attendant audience is not just for the black people. It's not just for the white people. It's not just for black, blue, whatever. It's for anybody who wants to see change in hip hop. It's anybody who wants to see change in not just international hip hop, but hip hop here. I promote change in my own way. Baby boomers can get from it. Young demographics, anybody.
So, with that being the case, if someone outside of your ethnicity refers to you or your loved ones as the N-word, you would not be offended.
Well, see, that's no.
I can't leave that one alone.
Well, you know what? I would not get offended, because you know why? Because he was misfed it. Now my responsibility, for dishing it out, I would sit him down or sit her down and explain the meaning behind both N words. And if he still can't he or she can't still comprehend it, then I did my part.
Okay.
But if they be like, okay, I understand the reason why now, I won't use that word no more. I will leave change minds and make people think that is deeper than what people think.
Okay.
It's just like if somebody was like, why you wear your hair like that, or why you believe in this and that. I gotta back it up and sit them down to explain to them why. It's just like with the N word, I'll sit them down and explain the meaning behind it, the original meaning behind it, because actually that the old N word is not what people actually think. It means actually ignorant. It's not, and that's not has no color line. Black and white people can be ignorant, you know. So you can actually flip it and say it to a white person, really. I mean, because that
Well,
word,
it's being done.
yeah. I mean, because that word doesn't. Far as like from what I witnessed in the in blueprint writing, that I didn't see black written on it.
You're right.
So I mean, it's really, it's that word has no color on it.
This is true.
So I feel like, you know, but people use it and automatically think, you know, our color. But that's one of the things I explained to that ignorant person who came at me and said it. You know?
Did you want to say the N word when you just said ignorant person?
No, I actually had ignorant in my head actually when I said that.
I'm teasing you, Dan.
All right.
Are there any other art forms that you fancy or that you enjoy?
Yeah, I just crossed over into acting. I got with a guy named David Webster, Webster Studios here in town, and he trains local actors, and I did some shorts with him. I did a short with a guy named Jason Shiflett. He's a DP slash director, and I did a short with him and his partner. So I have creative desire to express myself. It's like, for example, if I was to use, if people don't listen to hip hop or read, but they watch movies, it's another form to get an expression across through that too.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our listening audience with regard to products or how to contact you in the event that they'd like you to come and address a group or get more information about you and your products?
Yeah, for people who wants to know more about the N word, my book is Poetic Philosophy. You can buy it at www.iuniverse.com, or you can call 1-800-AUTHORS, or you can go to barnesandnoble.com and amazon.com.
Okay. Well, we'd like to thank you for joining us here with a talk with C-Zar Wisemen. And if you've enjoyed this show and would like to see more of myself in the upcoming months, you may do so on From the Female Perspective. Again, we thank you for joining us on this walk with Mr. Perkins as we've discussed his art, his life, and his purpose. Have a good one.